The best advice is wear comfortable shoes, right? I mean, sorry, that's a good joke. But I think the biggest thing that I would want a new teacher to really keep in mind as they get started and they feel overwhelmed is there's support there for you in your building.
Find a trusted teacher that can give you advice, that can be that sounding board for you. Teachers have a noble profession, but it's a difficult profession.
Find a good mentor teacher that you can find, that person in your building that you can trust to just lean on, cry on their shoulder, or accept the wins with them. They're a huge resource.
Become really good friends with the wonderful secretaries and the awesome custodians. They definitely make your life easier.
Enjoy yourself and forgive yourself and have grace, because it's going to be hard and you're going to get through it, but try to just focus on the small moments too that you kind of overlook because you're so busy.
Checking in on your neighbor teacher, having someone that you can talk to that's had those same kind of days and that can build you back up and remind you why you're there.
Take little chunks at a time, because it can seem so overwhelming. Just realize you have to take one day at a time, one step at a time, and don't try and do all these new ideas at once.
To be organized, that definitely helps. Being prepared, to walk in the morning ready to teach. Don't walk in the morning thinking I still have to make a couple copies, because that's the day your kid's gonna throw up on the way to work. But then making sure that you have that time. When you're at work and you need to be there to work and have your mind in it. But when it's time to go home, go home.
And then I would say to set high expectations, both academically and behavior, because the kids will either rise or fall to whatever your expectations are.
Learning how to be flexible. You can plan. Things just don't go the way you plan. So just be flexible and roll with it.
The relationships that you build and the progress that you see throughout the year makes it worth it. And finding that group of teachers and support people at your school makes all the difference, I think.
You teach because you like kids, and you don't like every kid every day, but you like your profession and you like to see those kids progress. I recently ran into a student that, I probably shouldn't say it, but if I would have ranked kids, he would have been in the top 5 of, wow, that kid gave me a lot of problems. We had a wonderful conversation. He apologized to me for, he's like, man, I gave you a lot of problems. I think you might have even sent me to the principal's office. I said, yeah, I think I remember that. And I told him, I so appreciate talking with you. I'm so glad to know that, you're doing well. We got to remember they're kids. So sometimes they're going to give you difficult days, but they can still grow up to be wonderful, productive adults.
Sometimes you need to take care of yourself first, and you've got that pile of papers that need to be graded, but some nights your family needs you, or sometimes you just need some time for yourself, or you just need to rest. And I would tell you that maybe a completion grade that day is good enough, and don't beat yourself up for it. You'll provide the feedback to the students, and maybe you can come up with a creative way that they can do some self-feedback the next day. You can tell them that it was your idea on a great way for them to better understand the material. What you need to know is that you do have to come first, and we want you to be celebrated for years to come.
Congratulations on choosing a fabulous career, one career you're going to impact lives forever. You will run into students as they get older and as you get older, and you can just always reflect on how many lives you've impacted over the years. And that's a noble thing.